Holy shit, Halloween came early. Man, this episode is so goddamn freaky. It's those limb things, those gem fusion monster things, they freak me the fuck out. The funny thing is, like, this episode would be terrifying if it wasn't so heartwarming. Seriously. We get a lot of character development for, Connie's mom. I'm all over the place. On Connie's mom, I really like her as a character now. In early episodes, I'm talking about, of course, Nightmare Hospital, the newest episode that just came out. Oh my god. So like I said, so Connie's mom gets a lot of character development in this one, and like the atmosphere of this episode is creepy as fuck. It should scare the shit out of me, but the reason I find that it doesn't is because of how heartwarming it is. This episode's really not about the monsters or really about the atmosphere or anything really creepy. It's more about a mother trusting her daughter. In this episode, Connie finally comes clean with her mom on everything she's been doing. She tells her she's been fighting monsters. She knows how to fight with swords. She even tells her, I don't even need my goddamn glasses anymore. I haven't needed them for. She says she hasn't needed them for a year. So that means that episode where he healed her eyes was a year ago. That puts a lot of time things in perspective. A lot of things have happened in this 1 year. But anyway, that's the majority of what the episode's about, because if you know Connie's parents, they're very controlling over what their daughter does. They're very controlling over her entire life. The one thing we do know about her family life is that she's put on a schedule for everything. You got to go do this here, do this here. And the first couple minutes of this episode really puts all that in perspective very nicely. In the beginning, she's like, you're supposed to be done with this activity 5 minutes ago and on to this activity now. It's like, wow, she has a lot of rules. They're very controlling about every single thing their daughter does, which is kind of surprising. How did they not figure out that she's been doing this? Because she's been disappearing a lot. Have they just not questioned it? Has Connie not been going to where she says she's? That's probably it. She's probably been lying about where she's been going. So the buff of the episode takes place in a hospital at night. And I'm just going to say this out front. If there's anything you know about me, I don't like hospitals. And I sure as hell don't like hospitals at night. They creep me the fuck out. This episode should have scared the shit out of me, but it had me going there for a minute. There's one scene where there's like a patient, a quote unquote patient, on an operating table, and it's just, you don't see him. Like, they do a really good job of not showing him. Like, the whole scene is really good and really eerie. You hear Connie's mom talking about, like, the patient doesn't have a pulse. You see its hand is like a black dark color, and you're like, that is not a patient. At first I thought it was going to be a zombie, which I guess technically these gem shards kind of are, but that scene was really effective because I was genuinely freaked out. I was like, what the fuck is under that sheet? It's a cliche in horror movies to not show the face of the creature that's underneath the sheet or something like that, but it was very effective because I was genuinely kind of freaked out. But the relationship between Connie and her mom and them going back and forth and talking about, can I trust you, and responsibilities and all this, and, you know, coming clean, that kind of deters the episode from being scary for me, which isn't a bad thing. I'd much rather have an emotionally strong episode than an episode that tries to hit me with cheap scares, and the episode is not really all that spooky. It takes a lot to scare me anyway. But overall, the episode was really great in that fact of, like, she learns to trust her daughter more. And I do like that because, they were going to have to trust her at some point because they're going to have to know that she fucking fights monsters in space with her intergalactic not boyfriend, Steven, eventually, right? Speaking of that, there's one line that Steven says in this that I really, really like for some reason. When he puts up his shield to guard against, Connie not getting hit, and he says, get your hands off my Connie. What does that mean? That's adorable. I love that. I love these two's relationship in general. They're so adorable when they're on screen. I love them. They have such great chemistry, and they're just so funny to see on screen. There's a scene where they're talking about about a lion, like they call him an animal or whatever outside the hospital. Just little bitty cute things like that. I love the little jokes they go back to. The eth part in the beginning where they kept adding eth to shit. Like, that's just really adorable. These two were so great together. Overall, a great episode. It seems like it's really, really creepy at first. Don't be fooled. This episode is a lot more heartwarming than it is creepy. It does have some creepy elements to it, but you can't really pay attention to that because you're so enthralled by the relationship between Connie and her mom and them just coming clean with everything that they've been doing. And just seeing that this mother finally trusts her daughter. Because, like, I'm going to be honest, I didn't like her mom early on. In that episode, Fusion Cuisine, I didn't like her mom or her dad. Her dad was cool, but her mom kind of came off as kind of a bitch. I mean, I can't be the only one who thought that. But this episode, she's a good mother. She's not an asshole. She's just a very overprotective mom, and I can respect that. And in this episode, she even says that. Like, it made me respect her a lot more as a character. She's not just a bitchy mom who just hates everything about Steven's family. She's an overprotective mother who genuinely cares about her daughter's well-being, and I can respect that. A great episode across the board. I love seeing character development for characters that I don't like. It reminds me of Pacifica in Gravity Falls. I hated her character until that one episode in the Haunted Mansion, where it brings all these things to light and makes you like a character you never thought you could like. This was a great episode. I love the atmosphere. I love the tone. I kind of wish it was more scary because it has the setup of something truly terrifying with these creepy patients and you're in a hospital at night. Everything, the scenery, it's all setting up as something really scary, but it's not all that creepy. It does have a moment here and there that makes you go, holy shit. But other than that, it's just a really tender episode. And I like that. I like kind of that bait and switch they pulled there. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it's a really sweet episode. The animation was all over the place in this one too. That's really sometimes the animation in Steven Universe I notice is like really expressive and all over the place and like everybody's like kind of off model and all crazy, and I kind of like it. It kind of works for this show. Not all shows can pull that off, but this one kind of makes it do. So anyway, a cool atmosphere, a heartwarming conclusion, some creepy fucking shit going on, and all around a great episode. It was pretty great. I guess there's gonna be a new episode next week. I guess I'll see you guys then for the next episode, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching.